Smart glasses were once a dream, a glimpse of the future that always seemed just out of reach. For years, companies tried to convince us that we were entering a new era of wearable computing. We've got camera glasses that could take a photo or two, maybe record a short clip, and a few display glasses that simply mirrored your phone screen. But they never truly replaced anything. They were accessories, not essentials. Novelty items for tech enthusiasts, rather than a genuine step toward the future. Yet now, that's changing. The technology has matured, the designs have evolved, and the idea of having your entire digital world floating right before your eyes suddenly feels possible. And leading that shift is something called the INMO Air 3, a pair of glasses that doesn't just enhance your phone or your laptop, but dares to replace them. At first glance, the Air 3 looks sleek and surprisingly ordinary. There's no futuristic glow, no over-designed plastic frame. They look like something you could actually wear in public without turning heads. But hidden inside is something powerful, a full Android computer, completely independent, completely wireless. No tethering, no extra devices, just pure, standalone functionality. This isn't another gadget fighting for your attention. It's the first real taste of what wearable computing might feel like when it finally becomes part of everyday life. To understand how big that is, you have to look back at where we started. Smart glasses used to exist at opposite extremes. On one side were the camera glasses, stylish, minimalist, designed for capturing moments like the Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses. They let you listen to music, take calls, or snap photos, and they blended into your daily outfit. But they were limited, great for lifestyle, not productivity. On the other side were the display-centric glasses like the X-Rail 1 Pro, which offered big virtual screens, ideal for entertainment and light productivity. But those needed an external device to function, like your phone or laptop, which made them more of a companion than an independent tool. The INMO Air 3 is different. It breaks free from both worlds, standing right in the middle, powerful enough to operate on its own, yet small and wearable enough to feel practical. The Air 3 runs full, Android 14, powered by a Qualcomm 8-core processor, paired with 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage. It connects through Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.3, with sensors like a gyroscope, accelerometer, and magnetometer built right in. It's essentially a tiny computer that happens to fit on your face. The frame itself is made from lightweight plastic but feels solid. Yes, the sides are thicker than a normal pair of glasses. But from a few feet away, they just look like slightly chunky eyewear. It's still far from invisible technology, but for the first time, it's wearable enough that you could walk around with them and not feel like you're re-wearing a prototype from the future. When you unbox the Air 3, you immediately notice how complete the package feels. Inside the case are the glasses themselves, a USB-C charging cable, a protective carrying case, a privacy shield that doubles as a sunglass clip-on, 2 controllers, 1 touchpad style, and 1 ring-based extra nose pads, a cleaning cloth, and manuals. It's a thoughtful setup that shows INMO actually thought about usability. The different input options give you flexibility in how you want to interact with the glasses. And it doesn't stop there. INMO has already confirmed it's working on a neural wristband controller, similar to what Meta has teased, a wearable that reads subtle muscle signals to control devices with gestures. That's planned as a future accessory, and if it works as promised, it could make controlling smart glasses feel effortless. Performance on the Air 3 is impressive for something this small. The Android system runs smoothly, switching between apps feels fluid, and the interface never seems sluggish. The built-in speakers are functional, clear enough for podcasts and casual media, though not exactly immersive for music or movies. But the real wow factor comes from the display. Each lens contains a full-color, 1920 by 1080 pixel waveguide panel with a 36-degree field of view. Unlike most waveguide glasses, which are monochrome or limited to one eye, the Air 3 offers a true binocular display. The result is a floating screen that feels about the size of a 150-inch TV viewed from a few meters away. It's bright enough for indoor use, and with the included sunshield, it's even usable outdoors in shaded light. The brightness tops out at 600 nits, not the highest, but respectable for a transparent waveguide system this compact. The visuals themselves are surprisingly sharp, though not as vibrant as something like the X-Rail 1 Pro, which focuses purely on display quality. But that's the trade-off. The Air 3 isn't tied to another device, so the freedom it offers easily outweighs the small loss in color vibrancy. You can watch Netflix, YouTube, or browse documents directly from the glasses. The full Android system means you can install almost anything from the Play Store, and from early testing, about 90% of apps run perfectly fine. That's incredible for a wearable. There's also a built-in app called Multiscreen that lets you run 3 apps side by side. Imagine having your email, notes, and browser open all at once, floating in front of you like a workstation that only you can see. And it doesn't stop there. The Air 3 also includes a 16-megapixel wide-angle camera with electronic image stabilization. It's designed for quick point-of-view shots, casual vlogging, or video calls. It's not a replacement for a smartphone camera, but it's far beyond the basic image quality most smart glasses have offered so far. Battery life sits between 1 and 3 hours depending on how you use it, shorter for video streaming or camera recording, longer for light browsing or productivity. Charging takes about half an hour to reach more than 50%, which is surprisingly fast for such a small power pack. Living with the Air 3 is where it starts to make sense. You wake up, grab breakfast, and instead of staring down at your phone, you just put on your glasses. You can check emails, scroll through YouTube, or browse the web hands-free while staying aware of the world around you. Then you sit down at a cafe, connect a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse, and suddenly you're working, editing documents, writing, organizing tasks, all through the display hovering in front of your eyes. It's not meant to replace a laptop yet, but it's more than enough for light productivity or remote work. The sense of freedom is what sells it. No cables, no setup, just the feeling that your workspace moves wherever you do. And because the Air 3 is Android-based, customization is endless. You can download whatever apps you rely on daily, Gmail, Notion, Spotify, social media, and use them like you would on a phone. You can even mirror your devices using the built-in Screencast app if you want to share content or view larger files. Navigation takes a bit of getting used to, but the flexibility is there. You can swipe directly on the side of the frame using the touchpad, point and scroll with the Ring controller, or use the external touchpad for a more comfortable laptop-like feel. Once you get the hang of it, it feels natural, and the upcoming Neural wristband could take that comfort to another level entirely. The Air 3 also includes an integrated voice assistant powered by AI, which can perform searches, answer questions, or trigger actions without you lifting a finger. INMO hasn't revealed which language model it's running yet, but in use, it feels quick and responsive. It's another glimpse of what's coming, a future where AI and AR merge seamlessly, creating digital companions that help you navigate both online and offline worlds. Of course, no first-generation device is perfect. The visuals, while sharp, could use more brightness for outdoor use. The battery could be larger. Some apps still don't fit perfectly into the floating window layout. But when you consider everything the Air 3 accomplishes, full Android, waveguide displays, standalone operation, it's easy to overlook the small imperfections. The bigger story is what it represents, a genuine leap toward everyday wearable computing. The more time you spend with it, the more you start to see the potential. You realize that Smartglasses don't need to replace your phone completely. They just need to extend it to make interaction with information feel more natural. And that's what the Air 3 does best. It feels like the first step in a long journey toward glasses that will one day be as common as smartphones. We're witnessing the birth of a new category, not augmented reality in the flashy, game-like sense, but ambient computing, where your digital life quietly blends into your vision instead of fighting for your attention. After years of failed experiments and overhyped prototypes, the INMO Air 3 finally feels like a product you could actually use. It's far from perfect, but it's a solid foundation. The display works, the operating system is open, and the form factor is surprisingly comfortable. It gives you the freedom to consume, create, and connect anywhere. You can travel light, stay productive, and always be connected without staring down at a phone. That's what makes it powerful. Not just the specs, but the simplicity of the experience. In the end, the INMO Air 3 isn't just another tech gadget. It's a signal. Sign that the future of personal computing, 1 TB in our pockets, it'll be on our faces. Screens are becoming invisible. Devices are merging into daily life. and reality itself is being redefined, layer by digital layer. It's the moment where science fiction starts to become science fact.